Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Wahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from Great Millstone, Dallas. And we're seeing in these times that we're in the collapse of Esau's kingdom. Esau is starting to panic. You know, one reason he is starting to panic because he's being pointed out. You're starting to see, people are seeing through his lies, okay? His corruption. The things that he used to put over people's eyes, now they're starting to ask questions. He used to just say anything and the people just take it and run with it. But now, especially after the old vid and, 2020, 2021, now people are saying this nigga is a deceiver. He's a liar. But yet they don't have that true connection of who he truly is and the true connection of who our people are, which is so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the nation of Israel. We are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth as well. So we are within other nations. As some heathens are basically woven into the nation of Israel. But it's who your father is. All right? So the elect is going to definitely see the truth and really understand the reason why these things are happening. The reason why Esau's downfall is occurring. The reason why people are starting to bug out, because it's in the prophecies. And we're knowing what's about to happen next is this nigga is going to come down having great wrath. And knowing that he have a short time. And I'm talking about this nigga. I'm talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right? And who runs the world is the head of their tribe, the Amalekites. When you look at the world in itself and just go into the history and then look at the present time and break these things down, you can understand how Esau has molded this world into corruption and wickedness under his rule, right? As it says, so is it, I'm going to get a scripture here before I get the one I wanted here. This is a second. Let me get here. One moment here. Oh, Slocky. Because this man, now we're seeing that people are starting to wake up to, hey, what's going on? You've been lying to us all this time. Then he started to take away certain benefits. And then he started to say, well, you're going to be all right. Everything is going great. Start taking away more jobs. Then he bring out this big, beautiful bill, which is going to affect a lot of you Americans. This is Sirach 10, and I'll start at verse 1. I'm going to read 1 and 2. I might read on through it. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So a wise judge, they're going to instruct the people. And usually they'll instruct them to how to keep life going, as far as even look the medicine here in this world, and this ain't medical information, but look at the things they'll do. They'll give you these certain pills and say, take these for one ailment, and he puts a little bit of something that's beneficial to you, but all this other bullshit he put into the pill, and you'll start taking it, and it takes a period of time for you to start feeling better. But as you take it, it's going to be helping, and slowly but surely maybe helping one aspect of what is directed to assist with, as to help with, but then it start fucking up something else for you, for he can give you some more medicine for something else. Shit, you got some dealing with headaches, and now you got lung problem, and you give something for your lungs, and next thing you know, you got rheumatoid arthritis. This is what your enemy does to you. Okay? This is what a wicked king would do. But a wise king, a wise judge would do what? Instruct his people to, hey, take herbs to help you out. Okay? We don't need to put all this stuff in the different food, because the Lord is, the food is grown on its own. All right? Things will come out of the earth that it just need a little water, you know, rain and stuff. I grew up in the country having blackberries just growing up, growing in the down the road, just walking down the road, all type of blackberries, peach trees, plum trees, all these different things. I know a lot of brothers didn't get to experience certain things like that, but I seen this where you didn't have to put and cultivate certain things for it to grow, because it just was just a natural thing. Natural food was coming out of the earth. But this man wanted to destroy it and say, I'm going to give you this with no seeds in it. All right, I'm going to give you this genetically modified organism, and it's going to be something that I want you to have, which is going to be no nutrients in it. Now you're going to even get sicker. You know, all these things that we're seeing is what Esau set up for, and he's what? He's not a wise judge. All right? Verse 2, as a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So if he's a wicked ruler, you're going to see the wickedness that's going to be spewed out of him and getting into the population. All right? It's like a disease. And now he has rap music that has messed up our people. All right, all type of sexual explicitness. This is from the ruler of the king that's ruling the earth. All right, because Job 9:24 says, all right, the earth will give him to the hands of the wicked. Okay, and he has really done a great job in his wickedness. This is a terrible society we're living in right now. 90s, as I know, Elder Joshua Woman say, 90s they were cool. 2000, early 2000s, all right, but now, oh, bro, this shit is terrible. This shit is terrible. You should want to see the kingdom because of this wickedness, this bull that we have to deal with. All right, verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Now you're seeing through that jump shot, so many people, all you have is all these, what they call it, unsudden, unalive, people just passing out left and right. All these athletes, okay? All these athletes are just passing away. These people are some of the healthiest people on the earth, and now they're just starting to pass away. And that's just the people that you see that are in the news, okay? And now, and just imagine the ones that, like, ordinary people that's not in the news. Because one thing he's trying to do, he want to put off. Like, I don't know what just happened there. One thing he want to do, he want to do away with majority of the population. Usually, a wise king want your population to flourish, things to grow. If you have subjects in the kingdom, they will help build your kingdom to a strong, powerful kingdom. This man is trying to destroy the people. You have a business and you have workers, and you're giving the workers something for them to get sick so they can't produce as much. What kind of shit is that? But this is an unwise king. He destroyed his people. Okay? Verse 4, he says, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and the Lord is Yahweh. And the son he's going to send back, his name is Yahweh Shai, who the word English calls Jesus. Okay? And that's the power he sit on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. He says, in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that's going to be when the kingdom of heaven is going to come down. Okay, when Yahweh Shai is going to come and take back the kingdom, all right, he's going to set up a righteous rulership. Okay? Because when you are a wise king and you rule through righteousness, your kingdom profits. And when you receive profit, what is that? You receive an addition, an abundance. When you're an unwise king, you do things that are unprofitable. What you do is to subtract things, take things away, take away life. All right? It's just like the Lion King. When Mufasa was ruling, everything was flourishing, the birds singing, the sun out, the trees waving. Then what happened when Scar took over? It became like ruins. You had bones everywhere. It was dark. The trees couldn't grow any leaves. It was just terrible out there. This is Scar's kingdom right now. All right? But the Lord is about to set up one that's profitable. And I wanted to get this right here. This is Psalms 58 in verse 3. I'll get right to it. You know what? I'll start at verse 2. It says, yea, in heart ye work wickedness, yea, weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. I'll start at verse 1 to try to get to the point here. It says, Psalms 58 and 1. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. And when you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, so Esau has his birthright? Is the sword. Okay, so he weighs the balance of weighs the violence. So how much violence can be brought upon the earth is by his rulership, by his hand. And now he's getting ready to wage more violence. Now you see constant violence that happens. You watch TV, you see violence. You go and listen to music, you see violence. There's a lot of it in Jake neighborhoods. You know, look at the movies that he put out, Menace to Society, all right, NWA. When you look at these movies and you start saying, okay, and the music, he brings this out for Jake's community, for the community of Jake to receive this, and because they know that can, you want to be the man that got money, you want to be the man that runs a hood, because what? It's influencing the masses. The younger that's going to grow up to be what? Now we see what we had to grow up to be YNs. Their fathers listen to that music, you know, so their grandfather. Then they, like I said, they're out the house. Now their mama's acting like garden tools, you know, whores and all these things. And then you have what? You have YNs, you have skimpy wearing dresses and things like that for these younger women. And the violence he put out. This man is constantly waging war on people. Constantly waging war on other nations. Definitely constantly waging war on you so-called Black, Latinos, Native Americans. Psalms 83 tell you that, and he band together with other nations to do so. He has control of how much violence that can be done on the earth. And he has poured out a lot of violence, and it's going to continue to get worse. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay? And it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. When you go into that word estranged, you know, it like go astray. I want to go to astray. That's where I want to go. They go astray. Okay? It says, you know what? Let's get this right. That's what I wanted. I want the estranged. Estranged is Zawar. Okay? Strong's H2114. It says to be strange, to be a stranger, become estranged. Strange, another stranger, foreign, an enemy. Loathsome, strange woman, and prostitute harlot. All right? It says, and I want to get to that, an enemy. So this man is an enemy. So when you go and put that in text here, it says, verse 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. So they are enemies from the womb. Think about Genesis 25. Okay? 2 nations was fighting in the womb. One was going to serve the other. Nation came, Esau came out and Jacob was holding his heel. They was fighting in the womb. And those nations, 2 nations is like the vocal point, you know what I'm saying, of who's going to be the vocal point actually of the scriptures. And who's going to be ruling? Who's going to have the dew of the earth? Genesis 27. Esau is going to be ruling, but then, like you say, from Jacob's going to come and be ruling, and it's going to bring forth a righteousness. Okay, bring forth a kingdom that's going to be profitable, and it's going to be brought to you and led by Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that is our enemy. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They are enemy from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And I said I was going to get astray as well. They go astray. All right. The thy. It says to err, wander, go astray, to err, to wander about, of intoxication, of sin, wondering, to be made to wonder, about, say to be made to stagger, all right? And we'll keep reading. It says to cause to wonder about, to cause wonder, to cause to err, misled. And look at that, misled also, it said that it calls you to stagger. All right, that intoxication. And what is that intoxication? His philosophies have intoxicated you. His philosophies and ways that have made the world drunken. This is why they say in the scriptures the nations are mad. The people in itself are mad. Because what? Because of this man, Esau Edom. And the scripture says, what is that? Sirach 12, never trust thy enemy. His rust is not altogether wiped away. He is a wicked one. All right? So it says, Psalms 58 and 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth his ear. All right? So I'm going to pull it off right there. Put it off. And like I said, he's a man that he speak lies wherever he go. Never trust him. You can't trust a liar. And that's what he is. And he's caused this world to bring forth this is gross darkness that we see within the world. A world full of ignorance. Because what? He gives you one thing to look at, and then he does wickedness behind your back. But now it's starting to show. This man is being revealed, and that's why he's finna go balls through the wall. He's finna go and bring out his master wickedness. This is about to happen. You know, so we have to stay tied in and locked in the spirit. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and bishops and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, and pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.